Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Call Holoyim La, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakodash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth, so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwath that's keeping the faith and the works. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. Book of Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahweh, right? Yahweh of hosts. Prophecy of the Lord that we're witnessing this day. Oh, Salat, 1 second. Yeah, we're witnessing this prophecy as we speak. The Lord has placed Egypt, which, you can go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, where the Lord told us He would send us back to Egypt. Go to the book of, Revelation 11, I believe, where it speaks about the spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt. Revelation 11 and 8. Right? So, the Lord has placed the daughter of Babylon into the hand of a cruel leader. And this leader just so happened to be basically the leader of the quote unquote free world, right? And scripture says in the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, let me see, in verse 12, if a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked, right? If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. And who does this ruler, basically take his advice from, or, who's leading him, right? And long story short, it's Amalek, the tiny tops, right? That have the major influence over the earth. They wield the hammer of the earth, right? Spoken of in, let me see, Jeremiah 51. Let's see. Let me just look it up. Jeremiah 50, Salat. In verse 23, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? All right. So the individual that wields the hammer is Amalek, right? The first of the nations, right? I want to say this in, is that Genesis? Let me see. No, Numbers. All right, Numbers 24. Actually, let me look this up in blue letter. All right. Numbers 24. 20. All right, Numbers 24 and 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Right? Then Balaam, in the NLT, then Balaam looked over toward the people of Amalek and delivered this message. Amalek was the greatest of nations, but its destiny is destruction. Let's see. go into this word first.
Strong's H 7225. Reshith. Reshith. Second entry. Reshith. Reshith.
And it says first, beginning, best, chief. Right? Chief of nations, the choice part. Right? The individuals that claim to be the chosen, so they get all the pardons and they get all the backup they need, and they constantly have the hammer of the earth on their side, right? The what they call them, the villain victims, right? So the Lord has, Salah, one second. The Lord has, given Babylon over to a cruel lord, a cruel ruler, right? And this cruel ruler has searched for wicked individuals with the same mindset as him to do his bidding, right? So the reason why I'm bringing all of this out because of the news that I heard once again in Minnesota, that the ICE agents have taken out another one of their own, which is, going into what we've always said. Esau don't care nothing about his own people, right? So this for you. When we speak about Jacob's trouble and we speak about, the time of trouble, that's not just pertaining to Jacob. It's about Jacob, right? It's Jacob's trouble because it's really leading to Jacob's salvation, but everybody will be placed in harm's way when this takes place. And we're in the midst of Jacob's trouble now. We're really at the beginnings of it. And it's only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, like the Most High said, right? So I'm going to let a video play. I'll be back.
Trump is going to call a state of emergency and people are going to be stuck. I really see that they're baiting Americans. They're pushing Americans to the edge now. Jobs are low. Wages are low. Trump made billions of dollars in 6 months. Kushner and his people, his junta of Witkoff and Kushner and all of these guys, Kellogg, all of them are making billions. Nothing, everything is to enrich them. I know these people understand that, but Germany is doing it too. This is what to me is interesting. Germany has always been secretive. They're secret. They're making just as much fucking money as the Americans. The Americans are just more ostentatious. They brag about it.
All right, come. Obadiah 1 and 3, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Right? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Right? The true character of the wicked is being revealed, and not only to the Lord's people, but to Esau. E's own people is seeing how, they are doing one towards another, and they don't like it, man. But at the end of the day, I mean, it kind of is what it is, right? The Lord said he would place Egyptian against Egyptian. All right, we go back to the book of Isaiah 19 and verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight, every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Right? In all of their wickedness, the Lord is unleashing the devil, not just on us, but on his own people as well. right? We're in the time of Revelation, so they got to see what time it is for real, right? Let me go to the book of Jeremiah 16. And let me see. It's a lot. 1 second. All right. Jeremiah 16 and 19. O Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity and things wherein there is no profit. Right? So yeah, they seeing the Lord is revealing, the truth, like I said, not just to us, Yasharallah, but also to all of the nations. And the nations are clearly seeing who the wicked are. Right? Let another video play, I'll be back.
They're doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people,
People, right? See, when it was just about, so-called black, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans, Native, Seminole Indians, it's all good, right? When no uproar, no, outside of, the people I just named that were actually going out and doing protesting or whatever, they did. Now, it's a whole nother story because they're going after their own people. And they not being held accountable for anything. This is all the Lord's work. Right? This is all the Lord's work. The Lord said he would raise up a spirit of civil war on the earth, and we're seeing it. Right? Matthew 13, blessed are your eyes for they see and your ears for they hear. We understand what's going on. He ain't got a clue. Right? They to the point to where now they're not even speaking about no voting. I have not heard anybody say anything about a vote. Only thing I've been hearing is a call to action. And that action being, gearing up for civil war, civil unrest, gearing up for famine, gearing up for turmoil and trouble. I ain't heard nobody speak on we got to see who's the next politician I ain't heard none of that. Right? So it's letting you know the spirit and the times that we're living in. Right? The spirit that we're in now. Matter of fact, let me go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, right? It says in verse 8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. We're not in the spirit of peace right now. We're in the spirit of war because the Lord is gathering the nations for war. And that's more than just World War III. That's war everywhere. That's chaos everywhere, right? Everybody will be involved. Right? We go to the book of Proverbs 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Right? Didn't say when the righteous are in authority, certain people will rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, some people will mourn. Now, all people. It says the people, right? So everybody. And the closer we get to the downfall of this kingdom, the closer we get to the end of this kingdom, the more ill it's gonna get, man. Right? That's what Revelation 12 speaks on. He knows he has but a short time So that means it got to get extremely ill. So right? All you folk out there that, listen to what we saying and, take it for, man, that's just those crazy Negroes speaking on, they're still oppressed and get over it, guy. Ain't no more of that. Right? We dealing with what it is, and your ass got a target on your back as well. If you buck up against, you saw what got him unalive. He was fighting. Right? That's what did it. Right? And that's the spirit that he has, man. Because the Lord put in the spirit in them to buck up against what's going on. And call Haloyim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah for it. Right? The Lord is putting these curses. Putting these curses on our enemies, man. All right? And that's a beautiful thing. So I am with that, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Haloyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakakodash Shalom Yasharallah.